Okay guys, so for today's tutorial, I'll be using the, drum roll please, Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palettes. Super excited. I'm like, what, a month, maybe 2 months late, but who cares? I finally got it. Yes, honey?
What are you doing?
I'm filming a YouTube tutorial. So I actually already did my brows off camera and I prepped my lids, but that was by accident because I used too much concealer to clean my brows, and then I wasn't gonna waste any concealer because, you know, I don't get PR packages. I pay for that shit and it's expensive. Okay?
Mommy?
Okay. Alright, so to begin this tutorial, I'm gonna go into the palette and pick up the shade right here. It's the shade Beam, and I'm just gonna be putting that all over my lid to set my concealer. Picking up this orangey pukey shade. I remember years ago when Jaclyn used to say, I need the perfect pukey shade. Well, there she is. She created it. Anyways, I'm going to begin with that, and I'm going to be putting that in my crease. If I'm stumbling over my words, I apologize in advance, but this whole look is pretty much winged. I don't really have anything specific in mind. I think I know what colors I want to play with. I just don't know what look I'm going for. My daughter's watching Trolls, so if you hear that in the background, that's what it is. Now I'm going to go back into the palette and pick up the color Pukey, this one right here, and I'm just going to be putting that also in my crease, but just a little under the creamsicle shade because I want it to still be like an ombre effect. Next, I'm going to be picking up the shade right next to Pukey, which is Hunt. And it's this guy right here. And I'm also going to be putting that in my crease. But not too high up, because I really want you to be able to see the other two shades. I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes are really weird. This one's extremely hooded and this one's just regular. So for this one, I have to do like a different technique. I have to bring up whatever shade I want to be in the crease a little bit higher. Just annoying. I'm gonna pick up Creamsicle again and just put it right over. Next, I'm going to be picking up this shade right here, which is Royalty, and I'm going to be placing that on the outer V. And I almost want to do it like a wing liner and then smoke it out. Don't worry about being too precise, because I actually end up messing up my right eye and having to smoke everything all out. Now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline concealer in the shade Fair, and I'm going to do half a cut crease on the inner part of my eye. Now picking up this gold shade Queen, I'm going to be putting that right above the concealer, but only on the inner top part. So I'll show you better than say it because I don't know what this part of my body is called. So on my lid, but up here. And then on this eye, I'm going to bring the gold up a little higher just because this eye is hooded. Please let me know in the comments if I'm the only weirdo with one hooded eye and one regular eye. So I think it's so odd. Like, picking up Jade, and I'm going to be lightly putting that in the center of my eye. Mixed with Pool Party. Product, whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to bring it in a little bit, but very lightly. Now I'm going to be taking up another now I'm going to be picking up a small pointed brush, and I'm just going to be blending that out with no extra product on it. Actually, I'm gonna go in with this side, the fluffier side. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my eyes alone for now, and I'm gonna be picking up a makeup wipe and just wiping off the fallout and cleaning up the outside just a little bit. So for the face, I'm gonna be using the Malani Conceal Plus Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I honestly love this foundation. It's really my favorite drugstore foundation. I just wish they had a variety of shades. Like, it's too dark for me, but I just put it all on my face and my neck and I make it work. And I get so many compliments on my skin when I do that, actually. So maybe it is the right shade, who knows. Alright, so I'm going to be grabbing my paddle brush and I'm just going to be wiping it all on my face. And on my neck. Alright, so now I'm going to be picking up my beauty blender. Mine is filthy, so I'm going to be blending in all of these into my skin, like so. I'm going to be grabbing the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 15 Fair Clair, and I'm going to be using this to highlight. And I'm going to be blending it out with my beauty blender again. So now picking up a little bit of banana powder in the shade Fair Clear. This is what it looks like. I put it into a different jar just because I don't like the original packaging. But anyways, I'm going to make sure to blend out all my creases. Then I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to just set that right there. Actually, I should probably bake because lately my creasing situation has been terrible. So I'm gonna leave that there for a minute. And while that sits, I'm gonna contour. Now to contour, I'm gonna be going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. This is extremely old. And for this, I like to use two brushes. I like to use this contouring brush by e.l.f. and it's super duper flat. So I love it because you can really get very precise on where you want your contour to be. Alright, so the two shades I'll be using to contour is Java and Fawn. So picking up this brush, I'm just going to dab it in like so. And I'm going to be putting it in the hollows of my cheek. So I legit just like draw a line. And I like to put the excess here, and then with the brush and no further product on it, I like to like kind of contour my nose. So now I'm going to be picking up the It's Cosmetics. It's a double-sided brush, but the side that I'll be using is called the all over side. I really love it because it's super duper soft, and everybody I've used this brush on, they die for it. Now picking up butter bronzer and this brush, I'm going to be blending this out. So what I do is I don't blend it down. I just kind of go right over it and blend it up. Now taking the same bronzer, I'm going to be putting it a little bit under my lip because I want it to give the illusion that it's bigger. And also I'm going to be putting it down here on my neck because I want it to give the illusion that it's smaller. So like when you contour areas, it's supposed to look smaller, but the reason when you put it under your lip, it makes it look bigger is because it creates a shadow. So basically it makes your lip look like it's plumped out a little more. And that's what makes your lips look a little bigger. So now that that's done, I'm going to be going in with my favorite blush of all time. And it's the Bobbi Brown Wild Rose blush. And it looks like that. I just think it's so pretty. I'm going to be putting that right here. A little bit on my contour. Because I have a round face. So I can't put it on the apples because it's going to accentuate my roundness. Does that make sense? And I'm gonna be taking my double-sided It Cosmetics brush, and I'm gonna be using the side called concealer, and I'm just gonna be wiping off this bake. Stunning. Flawless, honey. I'm fucking flawless. I'm just kidding. Alright, now I'm going to be going into my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I love using this shade right here. It's called Treasure, and I'm going to be using it as a highlight. And then for this, I either use this brush right here. Actually, that's what I'm going to use today. I'm going to use my concealer, It Cosmetics brush, dip it in, and I'm just going to put it on the high points of my face. So now that that's done, I'm basically going to be recreating what I did on my lids to my lower lash line. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to grab this brush right here, and I'm going to grab basically the same colors. So I'm going to start with Creamsicle, and I'm going to be bringing that down the lowest. So the lighter shades you can bring as low as you'd like, and then the darker shades you want to bring leave very close to your lash line. I'm going to go from lighter to dark. So on this brush, I'm going to be picking up Pool Party. And I'm going to be putting that in the very inside of my... Alright, now I'm going to be picking up Twerk. And I'm going to put that right there. Alright, next to it, and blending it into Pool Party. Now I'm picking up Royalty and putting it on the outer section of the eye. Now, picking up the same brush I used before to smoke out the purple, I'm going to be picking up a little bit of Buttons, and I'm going to be just use that to smoke out the whole lower lash line. Now, picking up the small brush again, I'm going to pick up some more of that gold, and I'm just going to bring it into the inner tear duct. Alright, now I'm going to pick up Queen, and I'm going to be putting that in my inner tear duct. And I'm going to be connecting it to the gold on the lower lash line. Alright guys, so this is pretty much it. I'm just going to do my lashes. And then you know me. If you watch my last video, you know how I feel about lashes. If I ain't going nowhere, they ain't coming on. So... for mascara, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. And I'm just going to be putting like 110 coats of this. Kind of wish I would have bought Royal Blue Mascara. I think it would have looked like 10 times better. I'm going to be using the MAC AA4. And the reason I'm using this shade is because it's just such a nude color. And with all the colors on my lid, it like... will just tie everything together so perfectly. I know you guys feel like you watched me put on this lipstick like 10 million times, and it's because you have. It's my favorite lipstick, like my holy grail. Right on top of that, I put the Sephora lipstick in the shade Rude Shine, and this is what it looks like. Just to add a little bit of pink. And then right in the center, I like this Classic Wine by L'Oreal. And I literally just put it like in the center. To make it look like I just had an icy or something. That's like my thing. I think it's so cute. That's what I do. Thank you so much guys for staying to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. So today's video is a very exciting video for me because it's the... Everybody come out from your hiding places, I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Are you done, Mommy?
I'm done.
Ooh, great job. You're so smart.
I'm so smart.
You're so smart.
Say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera.
Say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, you're so smart.